morning and welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. We have here today the beautiful and wonderful and talented J.D. Martin and Jan Garrett, who are leading us in song and in our message, and there will be lots of music today. So let's start us off when you guys are ready.
Ready. Living in the house of the soul's belonging,
Sing along.
where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Yeah, living in the house of the soul's belonging. We're coming back to the holy ground that you've always known. Let's do it again. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Yeah, living in the house of the soul's belonging. Coming back to the holy ground that you've always known. In the kingdom of love, there is no competition, no contradiction, no control. But you can take possession, your passion, working on a building that cannot be bought or sold. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Yeah, you made of the soul's belonging. We're coming back to the holy ground you've always known. Step into the feeling, a sweet surrender. Let yourself remember who you are, where you can take your own sweet time and ease your troubled mind in the secret sanctuary of the heart. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt made it home. Living in the house of the soul belonging, coming back to the holy ground that you've always known. There is room for all the kindness you can hold, and you know you can take it with you everywhere you go. Living in the house of the soul's belonging, where you know without a doubt that you made it home. Yeah, we're living in the house of the soul's belonging. We're coming back to the holy ground that you've always known. We're coming back to the holy ground that you've always known. you've always known. Thank you. Thank you. The band is awesome, right?
Thank you, JD and Janet, very, very much. That's great. Alex is on drums, Dusty is on bass, and a couple other musicians want to be anonymous, so. Guess they're shy. Anyways, so Janet Garrett and JD Martin will be leading our meditation and doing the Sunday message today for us. And they are a multi-award-winning singer-songwriters who live and create their music in the mountains of Colorado near Aspen. Both are seasoned performers and creative guides who teach with a twinkle and inspire by example. Jan Garrett, J.D. Martin. Together, they have written and recorded 9 CDs. That's one less than Led Zeppelin. And it's all original music and have won top honors at the Positive Music Awards for many years running. Last year, they received the Grace Note Award from the Unity Worldwide Ministries for their outside contribution to the New Thought music. Their newest album, Better Angels, is a musical and lyrical triumph. Strong medicine for those turbulent and challenging times. Fierce harmony beyond politics and ideologies. The peaceful transfer of power, artfully calling forth extended family of the heart. And I could say more, but it's better coming from them. So please see them after the service in the community room. So thank you for being with us this morning. Now I invite you to turn your cell phones to silence as we enjoy this sacred service together. And please join me in turning to the camera and waving hello to our friends at home. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Please know that you are an important part of our spiritual community. So you add to this. Thank you very much. So unity is a positive path for spiritual living. Our vision for the world is we envision a spiritually awakened world where all life thrives in conscious goodness. Our mission, thank you, in conscious oneness. There are always angels around here, aren't there? That's really great. Our mission is who we have come here to be. Let's say this together. We are a loving, inclusive community, expanding and living our divinity in sacred service for all. And our core values are love, connection, service, and wisdom. Now I invite you to join me in affirming our statement of faith. And before we do, we're going to take a deep breath. And as we release that breath, we're going to say thank you. All right? So take a deep breath into your heart and just let it swirl in there and feel the love. And then exhale, thank you. Yeah. And I invite the ushers to please come forward. Let's say our faith first. What? I'm really confused. Wait. Okay. All right. I'm okay. Don't take it personal, Ron. Okay. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-living goodness of God. Somebody said Mercury or Mars was in retrograde or something. Hey, guys, come on up now. If you are with us for the first time, like me, let me be the first to welcome you. So thank you for being here. We hope you'll choose to stay and meet some of us on the patio after service. Or the community room. See, I just want you guys to be interactive. I do all this on purpose. Okay. So if you are new, but you're not comfortable raising your hand and letting us know you're here, you can pick up your welcome packet in the bookstore by the community center. I did that. I said that. Yeah, I did. Okay, who wants to do this? Raise your hand. Is it hot in here? Okay. Okay. So, wait. Where do you want me to start? Okay. So, all right. I know. I always do. Okay, wait. Okay. All kidding aside, newcomers are really welcome here. Okay? So, are there any newcomers here? And if you would like, okay, if you want to raise your, oh, we have a couple packets over there. Thank you. And if you are a newcomer to our wonderful service here and you don't feel comfortable raising your hand, you can pick up a packet for yourself over at our bookstore. And inside the packets, we have a connection card you can fill out. You may take it to our bookstore and receive a welcome gift. Once again, welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. I know we seem like a very serious group here, but we're really fun. And for you vets, the connection cards are available for everyone in the seat pockets in front of you. With this card, you may submit a prayer request, and our prayer team will pray with you throughout the week. You may also share feedback or request information. Please place your card in the basket with the offering. And so now it's time to greet your neighbor. So please say hello, and if you want to give them a hug, go for it. Okay, everybody, round two. So I have several activities to highlight this week. The first highlight is Unity's Youth and Family Ministry are holding a bake sale today. Stop by to get your yummy homemade treats and help raise money for the events. They're going to be in the community room after the service. Join us next Sunday, February 16th at 2 p.m. for a special showing of the film Wake Up and Be Loved. This film is about one of our loving and wonderful congregants, Mario. Who is on a mission to show us how to live in gratitude and focus on what's good in life. Great. And if you know Mario, he does focus on what's good in life, so please come and see it. On the evening of February 18th, you are invited to join Reverend Richard Carlini, a senior Unity minister, at a Death Cafe. This is a casual session that is open to all. There are no agendas, objectives, or themes. It is not a grief support or counseling session. We will drink tea, eat cake, and participate in a guided discussion aimed at increasing our awareness of death to help us make the most of life. And now I'd like to invite Susan to the platform. Hey.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. I'm here to remind you that next weekend is the last weekend to buy your tickets on the patio. The table is set up in the community room today so that it doesn't all end up in Alameda County. And I also wanted to bring to the fore, this year for the first time, we are using no single-use plastics. All of our utensils are compostable. And that's because of you. So support us in that endeavor, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
So please see Unity's newsletter Centerpoint for more information about those and other events at our center. You can pick up a newsletter in the bookstore or in the email box. It's really easy to sign up to receive the newsletter. Just fill out a connection card in the seat in front of you. More music.
Thank you guys so much. You know, they told me that the second service was the rowdy one, but I had no idea. And so I will say thank you so much for, we were so glad that we're here today. We come from the mountains of Colorado. It's snowing like crazy. They had to call off school on Friday, so thank you so much for inviting us. Although, thank you. I think that we called up and invited ourselves. So, can we just take a moment and center down a little bit? All this energy moving. And just find this lovely place where we can relax and be fully present right here and right now. There's a smile, an inside smile in every cell of our bodies, knowing that all is well and all shall be well. It's so luxurious to just be in this beautiful open space, this silence that happens in between the words, the silence between the notes of the songs, the silence between our own thoughts. To know that this is who we really are, that this divine love intelligence that is breathing us is the essence, the aliveness, the awake awareness that creates worlds. And that literally there's no place to get to that. We're already home. What a relief. So we stay in this beautiful place of endless possibilities with an invitation to embody this nameless and ever-present love. I know that there's a heart of harmony that we're all longing to tune into. That it's the direct experience of remembering with great relief who we really are. The words suggest a path. The music takes us there. So we invite you all to come along on this ride. Sing along whenever you feel that you want to do that. And stay in this place. Stay in the heart. Stay in this lovely place where you have roots going down through your feet. This place of embodiment. I heard this beautiful quote that says, embodiment is the precious responsibility of grace. Embodiment is the precious responsibility of grace, and that is our invitation and our great pleasure. So we can open our eyes, come back into the room. How you guys doing? Yay! Thank you so much. I want to start out with a quote from Einstein. I won't quote him exactly because he spoke in German. But basically what he said is the most important question you can ask yourself is this a friendly universe? Looking out into the world, with a whole lot going on, it seems to me there's a lot of heartbreaking tragedies happening in the world. There's toxic polarization, crazy political stuff, on and on and on. And yet that question, is it a friendly universe? So I would suggest that for the next hour or so, we just say yes and see what happens, And then the next thing is, how might we align ourselves with that so that we can literally be the instruments through which this beautiful divine love intelligence is moving and breathing and having its being. Another Einstein quote where he said, you can't solve a problem from the same level of consciousness that created it. I bet you guys have heard that one. You can't solve a problem from the same level of consciousness that created it. And some of us, little busybodies like myself, would like to go out into the world and just fix everything. Because I know, how it should be. And if I can just get you guys to line up, and do it the way I see it, that's not what we're talking about here. We really have that invitation to come into this higher vision. Literally, we have access to that at every moment. So this is our invitation. Knowing that all is well and all shall be well. There's a book that JD and I got for Christmas a few years ago, and the title is Pronoia. Pronoia is the opposite of paranoia. Pronoia is the sneaking suspicion that everything is conspiring for your good. So, knowing that and feeling that and really taking that completely in and digesting that and coming from that place, I want to read a quote from Abraham Lincoln. The name of our new album that we just put out is Better Angels. It comes from this quote. This is 1861. It's from Lincoln's first inaugural address. The country is going crazy. Everybody's fighting with everybody else. There's turmoil everywhere. And this is what he says. We are not enemies, but friends. We must not be enemies. Though passion may have strained, it must not break our bonds of affection. the mystic chords of memory, stretching from every battlefield and patriot grave to every living heart and hearthstone all over this broad land, will yet swell the chorus of the Union, when again touched, as surely they will be, by the better angels of our nature. Get ready to sing along. Seeing the world through the eyes of a higher vision, freely feeling the love that's breathing us on, openly singing the song that holds us together, willingly lending a hand to tear down the walls, calling all better angels together, calling all better angels as we go. Better angels, better angels, better angels, calling on our better angels. Who brings the breeze at dawn to the mountain meadows? How do the wild grasses know how to grow? The essential, invisible heart of all creation, living inside of us now and singing us home, calling your better angels together. Sing with us. Calling your better angels as we go. Better angels, better angels, better angels, calling on our better angels, the better angels of our nature, the companions of our soul, the ones we can count on to guide us wherever we go. Though the dangers may be daunting, we know that we're not alone. We're lifted up, taking the high road home. Better angels, better angels, better angels, calling on our better angels, better angels, better angels, better angels, calling on our better angels. Ooh. Thank you, guys. Well, Reverend Kristen told us that you guys have been doing a series of talks that had to do with bringing in different traditions, spiritual traditions. And she asked if we'd like to do a song about that. As I said, we come from the mountains of Colorado, Ute Indians. the Native Americans there and the Arapaho and many other tribes have gone through the place where we live. And we understand here, is it Bay Miwok? Is that how you say it? Miwok? Bay Miwok, and I'm sure many other. Okay, so we did a really wonderful little retreat here yesterday, and those of you who might be here from the retreat, sing from your seats. This is a song about the ancestors, bringing the ancestors in. And first of all, we want to read you, this is from the Hopi Elders.
There is a river flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift, but there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they are being torn apart and will suffer greatly.
Yeah. Know that the river has its destination. The elders say that we must let go of the shore, push off into the middle of the river, keep our eyes open and our heads above water.
And I say, see who is there with you, hold fast to them, and celebrate.
At this time in history, we are to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment that we do, our spiritual growth and journey come to a halt.
The time of the lone wolf is over.
Banish the word struggle from your attitude and vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred manner and in celebration.
We are the ones we've been waiting for. Would you say that with us, please? We are the ones we've been waiting for. Thank you. Here we go. All right. And we welcome Mary back here on her beautiful drum. Sky above and earth below, fire within me, this I know. Wind and water, sand and time, live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Stones beneath our feet hold the memories. Stars light our way through the dark. The greening of the leaves, the stirring of the breeze. The river's song reminds us who we are. Sky above, that's y'all. Earth below, fire within me, this I know. Wind and water, sand and time, live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Can we walk the city's canyons when the moon is on the rise? Will we let our native kindness shine through? Will we recognize the stranger, see the light behind the eyes? Let the beauty of our hearts be what we do. Ooh. Chain of survivors breaking free. I call on those who've come before and those who've yet to be. And I believe that they believe in me. Sky above, earth say thank you to the native guardians of this place. JD has a song for you.
My father was a Mennonite minister. When I grew up in the middle of Illinois in the cornfields, there was a little town called Eureka, and we were all of European descent. And somehow he became passionate about civil rights. He started to talk about it. He started to preach about it. And so I am my father's son, and in so many ways I was affected by that, of course. And now when I see mothers and children separated, and when I see refugees that can't connect with their own families, it breaks my heart. So this song was written with a couple people you may already know, Karen Drucker, David Roth, and we were inspired by the words of Martin Niemöller, a German pastor at the end of World War II. He said, "First they came for the socialists. I was not a socialist, so I did not speak out. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I was not a trade unionist, so I did not speak out. And they came for the Jews, and I was not a Jew, so I did not speak out. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me." For the past 4 years, Guadalupe checked in to the Phoenix office of immigration. Both of her kids are U.S. born. But everything changed the day they took her away. In the home of the brave, in the land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Guadalupe, you come for me. For the past 2 years, Kamal made his rounds. Interfaith Medical Center, New York City. He went to Sudan to visit his mom. But everything changed, he couldn't come back, he was stranded. In the home of the brave, in the land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Kamal, you come for me. Give me your tide, your poor huddled masses. This is America, built by dreamers, yearning to breathe free. If I had to leave my country, what would I do? If the way I dressed was a trigger for you, if I'm not welcome here, where would I go? Could I sail away on an unknown ocean of hope? In the home of the brave, in the land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Guadalupe, when you come for Kamal, when you come for my neighbor, you come for me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for that. We really got to take care of each other, guys. I will say that we'd love to have you take our music and put it into the world. If any of this, moves you. We can only do the first part of it. We write it. I'm telling you, the song angels come in and say, put this down. And we've recorded it and done all that upfront kind of stuff, but we'd love for you guys to carry this out if you can and help us do this. That'd be lovely. Oh, man. I will tell you about the next song that we're going to do, which we've been playing to a lot of audiences for a lot of years now. This happened some years ago in Colorado where we live, which is a paradise, but sometimes we get droughts and we get fires. You all have fires here, right? I mean, God, come on. And this is some years ago when the fires were happening all over the western United States, actually. And this was right, JD and I were traveling to California in the fall of the United States government had just gone into Afghanistan. And we were driving to LA, actually, and saw some friends down there. We were staying with them. And my heart was breaking. I had seen a newspaper in one of those, like, Winnemucca, or one of those towns on 80 as you're driving across. And it was a photograph of all the U.S. soldiers who had died in Afghanistan. And these guys were babies, man. They were like 19, 20-year-old guys. Breaking my heart. And I was like, man, what happened? Can we give peace a chance, So we were at these friends, and after all those fires, I was listening to what was rain on the roof. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful sound. And what came in, the song angels came in, and I heard, I dreamed of rain, and the rains came soft and gentle, sweet and clear. And I was like, yeah, that's what it feels like. And then the left hemisphere of my brain bullied its way and said, you're going to have to find something that rhymes with clear. And I'm like, really? Yeah, okay. And so I just was like searching, grasping at straws. I said, okay, washed away my fear. And the moment I said that, they came in real close and said, no, do not go there. Don't go to the fear thing. I said, but it rhymes. And they're like, no, you do not need to bring that in. And they said, there are so many beautiful songs and there's poetry that does not rhyme. Say what your heart wants to say. What do you want to say? And I said, I want peace to spread over the land. They said, just say that. So that's what I said. And that's what we wrote. And one more, well, no, I'll tell you more about this later. Go ahead and sing the song, babe.
All right. and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clear. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clear. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of summer, and the winds changed, and the green was easy, the rivers ran clear. I dreamed of summer, and the winds changed, and peace spread over the land. And the flowers bloom in the desert, and the air is fresh and clear. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and the way was easy, the path was clear. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and peace spread over the land.
You can sing if you want.
I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and the way was easy, the path was clear. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and peace spread over the land. And the guardian stars are shining, and the night is bright and clear. I dreamed of freedom, and the moon rose, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and the sound was easy, the song was clear. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and the sound was easy, and the song was clear. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. And the ancient pain is forgotten, and the Father's debts are clear. I dreamed of heaven, and the earth sang, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clear. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, soft and easy, sweet and clear. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. And the flowers bloom in the desert, and the air is fresh and clear. I dreamed of a rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came, and peace spread over the land. I dreamed of rain, and the rains came. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. One more thing before we leave that song, and that is that when I wrote that, I told you how it began, and when I finished writing it, it was so real to me, and so precious that I was afraid to sing a song for JD because I thought maybe he'd think it was corny or something like hokey or something, and so I didn't. I kind of put it in a drawer, and I kind of just kept it inside. And it wasn't until the next summer, and JD and I were putting together a new album of songs, and we kind of like to trade off as to who sings the lead on these different songs when we create a CD. And I was looking down the list, and I said, hey, babe, you need to sing another song. And he was like, well, I don't have anything. And I was like, well, I have this song. And so I brought out I Dreamed of Rain. And it was when he started singing it with that velvet voice and with that cool piano thing that he does in his key, it kind of took on a life of its own. We recorded it, put it into the world. Other people started singing it and recording it. And a few years ago, it was picked up by a choral publisher in Vancouver. And he created, do you know about this? So he created like a choral version. Choirs sing this song now. He said that in North America alone, there are over 350,000 choirs when you count school choirs and community choirs and church choirs, and he put it out there, and it kind of became one of his best sellers. So at this point, this song is being sung all over the world. You can Google it. I mean, it's awesome. And, there are little adorable girls in Durban, South Africa. There's a cute high school choir in Shanghai, England, Finland. And the thing is, we're never going to meet those people, probably. But they've got to learn the words for their Wednesday night choir practice, And so somehow it's gotten out into the world, and we're so grateful for that. And what I want to say to you guys is, man, this is an incredible community of people, and I know that you've been doing your spiritual practices for years, doing your prayers and your meditation and your mindfulness and really showing up. And I guess what JD and I want to say that at this time in our history, if you can turn the volume up just a little bit more on really doing that and embodying that and bringing that into the world in some ways that make a difference, that I think the world needs us. So that's my invitation, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We have one more song, and I think we'd like to invite up our the people that were in the workshop yesterday, our harmony singers. Any of you guys, come on up. And Mary can come up with the drum. Yeah, while they're coming up.
Mary's here.
Is Mary here?
Yeah, Mary's there.
Cool.
Veronica?
Come on up.
Either way.
Come on.
This is your chance to be a rock star, guys. So.
Where's my...
I'll tell you briefly, this is a song when JD and I wrote this rather recently. It was like that. Sometimes you hear in these spiritual practices in the West, everything good is up here in the light, and the bad guys live in the dark. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, wait a minute. For me, it's like, let's just appreciate the fact that it's 50-50 here. You know what I'm saying? And so we include all of the light and all of the shadow. And that darkness to me is not scary. I would just as soon walk out on a beautiful velvet night seeing those stars in the sky as I would taking a nice hike through the aspen groves. And that place of the dark that's where you plant the seeds that can then germinate. The big magic, lots of big magic happens in the dark. This is the good, deep dark. So we have a song about that, and you all can sing with us, please. Y'all ready? Woo! I wake up in a world where night is falling, but I'm not afraid of the dark. I walk not alone through the valley of the and out beyond the edges, under a canopy of stars, we live in the love that holds us together, and we are not afraid of the dark. We are not afraid of the dark. Here we go. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid of the dark. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid of the dark. I wake up in a world where night is falling, but I'm not afraid of the dark. I walk not alone through the valley of the shadow, for love is alive in my heart. That's right. Love is alive. Would you all like to stand up if you would to sing with us? Love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive in my heart. Love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive in my heart. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid of the dark. That's right. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid of the dark. We are not afraid of the dark. We are not afraid of the dark. Thank you all so much for coming. Please thank these beautiful singers and the drums, the band over there, and everybody who brought us in. That's right.
I think we have a little bit from Ron now.
JD. So our mission is to be who we came here to be. And you two are fulfilling that mission.
Yes.
Our prayer chaplains are available after this service to provide personal prayer support. If you are a prayer chaplain serving today, please stand. Thank you. We have a plethora. Our prayer chaplains wear the lavender stoles. Whether you have a joy or a concern on your heart today, praying with our prayer chaplains is a powerful opportunity to have your intentions raised up in consciousness. Thank you. Now it's time for our prosperity celebration. Yo! It is time to open our hearts to the practice of giving. I invite you to prepare your gifts as we align with the universal law of circulation. As we give, we shall receive. In truth, there is no lack or limitation. Abundance is our true nature. Can you say that with me? Abundance is our true nature. So it is. For your convenience, there are a variety of ways to financially give to this community. For electronic giving, you may download the Give app or take an envelope from the clipboard in the back of each chair. Those of you at home may click on the Give Here or Donate button on the Watch Live page. Now I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand, and let's repeat our affirmation together. divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful.
All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking through the green pastures, and I know that I'm not alone. The song of the meadowlark sings to my soul, tenderly calling me home. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking beside the still waters, as fresh as the breeze at dawn. The voice of my ancestors whispering, giving me the strength to carry on. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. Surely goodness and mercy will follow, and love will be leading the way. Every shadow will shine in the fullness of time, and bloom in the hearts of the brave. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. Sing it one more time. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All manner of things shall be well.
Heart's open a little bit, isn't it? Mother, Father God, thank you for these blessings that you put in front of us and in these baskets. Thank you for the prosperity that this paper represents. Please bless the giver and the receiver, and help this symbol of our prosperity bring peace and love into every corner of our planet. Amen. So it is.
Let's bring those kids in. Oh, oh my.
And so now let's say
Yeah,
our prosperity affirmation together. We give thanks for the ever-increasing, constant flow of absolute good in our lives right now. Okay.
Now let's bring the kids in. We're coming together. Coming together.
everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Practically. Right? What do we want to tell everyone? What's going on today for us?
We decorated these hearts.
We did. Yeah, but what are we doing in there? What's going on?
We're doing a bake sale.
Bake sale. What are some of the goodies they can buy at our bake sale? Anyone want to tell them?
You have cookies?
Do we have cookies? Yeah. Do we have gluten-free, dairy-free muffins? Yeah, we do. Do we have brownies? Yes. Do we have... Oh, what's that?
She's not going to let us eat any of it.
No, I didn't let them eat any of it. No, so come buy these kids some treats because they've been teased all morning. They had to eat strawberries and oranges and fruit with all those cookies sitting there. So it's really windy today, so our bake sale is set up in the community room, and there's coffee, and all the other tables that are usually out on the patio are back there, so we hope that you will join us. It's love donation, so whatever you want to give, we will gladly receive for our youth program. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, yay. Yeah, so go to the community room for their bake sale, all of the tables information, and to see Jan and JD and say hello to them and get their CDs if you want.
Okay, so now let us bless our teachers and children. Children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine light within you. And now it's time for our prayer of protection, then our peace song. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God ever present, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it
You are the light and the love and the peace on the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun. Spread joy.